Hey, welcome back to Demo Derby number 5. Got another 5 for you here, so let's get right into it. As always, if you want to see more of a game or more of my playthrough of the game, go ahead and go into the description, click the link to the unlisted video, and you can watch my whole first experience there. Alright, let's start off with The Drifter. This is an old school Another World type looking game that got me pretty excited at the Horror Game Awards Summer Showcase. The thing I think that is important about this game, or that really makes it stand out, is that it has controller support that's really cool. The way it works is almost like a dual stick shooter where you use a second stick to kind of bring up a contextual menu where you can kind of point in a direction to a thing, and it'll tell you what that thing is on the screen that you can interact with, and then you can choose what you want to do with it from there. It's hard to explain exactly what it is. Think like a real-time radial menu that changes depending where your character is on the screen. Yeah, it's just really, really awesome. Feels super good, and definitely the new standard. So the thing is that they don't make these type of games anymore, but if they did, this is like the quality of life improvement for 2025 you want to see. So that's awesome. And then the second thing, maybe the more important thing overall, because you can still play this point and click if you want to, is everything is voice acted. Even the inner monologue, and it gives it a real like cinematic quality that these games sometimes don't have, because sometimes it's just you reading something, and in this it's just cool that your character will kind of like explain what he's thinking or whatever, or read it out loud to you. And yeah, it just seems like it's going to be super cool. The story's set up like it's going to be real awesome as well. This seems like a home run for people that like point and click adventure games and action games and all that sort of stuff, so definitely one you need to check out. Alright, another one that kind of just came out of nowhere is a game called ChainStaff, and what this is a 2D action platformer type game, almost a Contra-like, but the general gist of it is you are a soldier who has a alien bug thing grafted on his head or whatever, like that's the setup for it. And because of it, you are able to wield a ChainStaff. And the ChainStaff is a really powerful spear attack. It is a shield of sorts that you can use to kind of break up enemy projectiles. And it is a grappling hook. And it also acts as like a wedge for things that are going to close on you in the environment. It's like super versatile and awesome, and everything I found interesting about this game revolves around this mechanic. So the ChainStaff, if you charge it up and throw it, you can aim it, and it just does a whole bunch of damage, way more than your normal guns do. So that's the first thing. Second is you can wave it around, and you can destroy projectiles that are coming at you, which is important because there are parts that are almost bullet hell-like with enemies that are just throwing a bunch of crap at you. So that's good. You can stick it down in the ground and extend it, and it'll become like a literal just standing shield there for you, but you also can't shoot through it if I remember correctly, which is kind of the like drawback of it. But more importantly, for any parts of the stage that close down on you, or like ceilings that drop or whatever, you can use it, stick it in the ground and use it to prop open the stage so you can get through longer. It's just really versatile, feels really cool, and they do some really cool stuff with it. The first boss is literally just like this giant skull or giant creature that's trying to eat you, and you use the ChainStaff to break its teeth and to keep its jaw open when it tries to crunch down on you so you can do damage to its inside. It's just super well realized, and I definitely want to see what else they do with it. And also the art style reminds me of like an 80s like LP cover or something. It's just so colorful and so weird. This kind of came out of nowhere, and this is one of my like favorite things I've played. So I am definitely looking forward to more of this. Okay, I don't necessarily have a lot to say about this next entry because, to be honest with you, it didn't click with me. But I played Clover Pit. I downloaded this because I really liked Buckshot Roulette, and this seemed almost similar in some sort of way. At least aesthetically. So what this is that you are trapped in a room and you need to pay a quota to survive the next round. And the way you do that is by taking whatever pittance you have of currency and gambling it on a one-armed bandit. So you are gambling on a slot machine and getting different roguelite perks and abilities that you can buy between pulls or whatever. that will increase your multiplier. There are different ways you can get more coins and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I think it just felt bad to me because this is one of those types of games where you have to kind of plan out your strategy and what you want to go for. You have to have a synergy going on so that every time you pull, you will at least get something out of it, or like potentially really hit the jackpot. And because I didn't really take the time to read through everything and devise a strategy or anything, it just became super RNG simulator where sometimes I was able to survive because I got super lucky and got a jackpot. But most of the time, with my luck being the shit it is, I just ended up failing over and over and over again, and I just didn't find it compelling at all. So I think your mileage might vary on this one, but if you like going deep into roguelite mechanics and seeing if you can get like a synergy together so that you always win, this might be up your alley. Alright, next up is one I've been waiting for a while. Tormented Souls was one of my favorite games when it came out in 2021. It just hit that really good AA sort of like old school nostalgic survival horror, like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil or whatever. So hearing that they would be making the second one got me really excited. Got me even more excited when I saw that there's a demo out for it. Had to check it out, and I played this for I think 90 minutes. I believe you could do it faster, but my takeaway is this game definitely does not hold your hand. It is very difficult to kind of see the puzzles or learn the puzzles or what you're doing. At least it was for me. And that's kind of intriguing because it seems like the difficulty might turn away more casual audiences, but people that like old school survival horrors and really kind of going around to each room and picking away at every corner and hitting the button to interact to see what you could pick up or whatever, and then feeling kind of like a genius when you figured it out. That's all there. There's some good jump scares and good horror moments that happen that legitimately horrified me. This seems like it's going to be very, very cool, very much the sequel, doing it bigger that we needed. And I am just super, super excited to play more of it. I kind of stopped playing at some point because I did get stuck. And I was thinking, I'm going to get stuck in the main game. I don't want to burn myself out before the main game comes out. So after about 90 minutes of, I guess like the last 15, 20 minutes looking around aimlessly to see where I'm supposed to go next, I decided to just move on to more demos. But this is definitely very exciting for me. I'm glad I played it, and I can't wait to play more. Alright, and finally, I needed to check out Neon Abyss 2. In 2020, I got super into Neon Abyss. I was playing it almost every day. It was my podcast and video watching and whatever on the other monitor game. So when seeing that they were making a second, I had to jump in and see what they're doing. And it seemed like the big thing that they're doing, or the big difference here, besides obviously new Hatchimons, new weapons and synergies and all that sort of thing, is they have 4-player co-op now, which I didn't get to experience myself, but it seems like that would probably be chaotic in an awesome way. I would love to check that out. Otherwise, it is definitely a sequel to Neon Abyss. You are doing very similar things to the first game. New weapons and new items or whatever, though. Keep it fresh and made things fresh. New bosses were pretty cool to see. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's one of those, if you like the first one, you should probably pick this one up as well. I will definitely be checking it out, even though I am kind of sick of roguelites right now. It was nice to get back into this one, and it kind of felt like coming back home for a little bit, so very exciting. I do know that they are releasing an early access, which is always a little rough for me for roguelites, because you get used to something, then they change it, and they change it multiple times, and maybe you burn yourself out before the actual game comes out. There is no notice about when the actual game is fully coming out yet, so this is probably one I'm just going to wait for 1.0 to drop, but I really liked what I played here, and I would love to try it with 4 people, so maybe in the future. Alright, and that'll do it for this edition of Demo Derby. Thank you for watching. Which ones here looked most interesting to you? Go ahead and tell me which ones I should check out in the future, and see you next time.